All right, good to have our buddy back here in studio, man. Was looking forward to our conversation with second-year player at LSU, a guy who made a tremendous impact in his first season back in Louisiana, playing for his home school. Started 13 of 14 games last year. He had come in and had started 30 games for Arkansas and really made his mark here at LSU in year one. As he is one of the leaders of the team. He's one of the outstanding performers of the team, and he's at a position that, look, they got some question mark, but when he made his decision to come back, it was huge news. And here representing the G Squad this morning, a part of the Gordon McKernan team, is our friend Greg Brooks back in studio with us. G, good morning. How are you, bud?
Good morning. Appreciate you for having me. It's an
Absolutely.
honor to be on here.
Good to have you back. Tell me a little bit about the offseason. How's it been?
Oh, man, it's been great. You know what I'm saying? Our whole team mindset has changed from last year, like a whole bunch. And it's going to be real fun just to see us go out there and have fun each and every week.
The difference seems obvious. Like last year, you had a bunch of new coaches, new players, new people, kind of just getting to know each other, getting to meet each other. What's the difference this year in just kind of having all of that done, and now it's really just about football?
I would really say last year, everybody had kind of like the mindset of not really expecting what's going on, knowing what to expect during the season, you know what I'm saying? And we went out there, made it to the SEC championship, and finished with 10 wins. But this year, it's like national championship or bust, like how it's supposed to be, how LSU is really supposed to be represented, you know what I'm saying? We don't want to just go to a bowl game. Like, we want to get to the national championship. And without that, if we don't do that, then the season was a failure.
Take me back to your journey in season and then the decision to ultimately come back for your final year. I know that was something that you resourced a lot of people. You talked to the people that you in your inner circle. What was that process like?
It kind of started like towards the end of the season. He asked me if I wanted to come back. I was like, I didn't know. And then I just felt like, I talked to Coach Kelly and I felt like team has a chance to win a national championship, and that would obviously help me improve my personal goals within the next level. But once I told him, it was game on, and I felt like it was the best decision that I made.
Yeah, it was huge to get you back, I think, for a couple of reasons. Most notably, the player, like you're on the field, obviously. In the locker room, this team, it feels like all these new faces have kind of settled in, but there is. Who's the leader? Where's the leadership at? And it seems like you really fit that role. Have you embraced that?
Most definitely, especially with our young secondary, helping those guys, reaching out to them. They want to get extra work in, extra film and stuff, little stuff like that. It's just showing them the way to be great, you know what I'm saying? Within the whole team, you know what I'm saying, stepping up at workouts, talking, leading there. And I feel like it's been great, handling business in the weight room, handling business out the field. So I feel like definitely I've stepped up a lot in the leadership role.
Yeah. Take me to your room. What does that defensive back room look like? Speaking of new faces, there's a lot of. If there was one position group that took in transfers, it was that group. What's it like working with all those guys?
Oh man, it's good. Me and Major alongside each other, bringing in Andre Sam. Obviously Sage Ryan, freshman Javian Togiano, who's been playing great. Started in the spring. You know what I'm saying? Also in the corner room, we got all transfer except for Terrence Welch, but besides that, them boys have been working. Denver have been working. He work out with me every single day. Him and Andres work out with me every single day, and we motivate each other. You know what I'm saying? Push each other to be great. J.K. Johnson, everybody's just been working. Zay Alexander, everybody's gonna be good and ready to play. Deuce Chestnut as well.
Yeah,
he's finally back and got real good ball skills.
What about for you? You feel like you kind of fit in a couple of spots, and LSU may need you in a couple of spots. Where are you most comfortable? Are you most comfortable safety, nickel? Where do you kind of fit in the best here?
Honestly, I feel like I play any one, and I feel like I'm just as good at any single one. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, some games I like being at nickel more. You know what I'm saying? Closer to the action. At nickel they can't really avoid you.
Yeah.
And but other times, I feel comfortable with either one. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot from last year. And all those dropped interceptions I had, missed opportunities I had. All that is gonna come into play this year.
Saw that end zone against Auburn.
Most definitely, I'm not missing no opportunity.
Here's the deal, right? You're in the right spot.
Right.
You know what I mean? You see it. You know where you're supposed to be. Your name's popping up around number 7. Have you thought about that? Have you heard any of that? Do you think about that? Would you want
3
that?
looks.
3 looks great.
3 looks good.
Looks great.
Honestly and truly, I don't even think about it. You know, I let everything happen how it happened. You know what I'm saying? So just if it happens that way, that's how it happens. If it don't, it don't. You know what I'm saying? I'll be the same either way. So I don't think nothing about that.
I think LSU has the best quarterback room in the country. Do you agree?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I feel like they're gonna lead us through.
What have you seen from Jaden in just the offseason? What's gotten better?
Man,
Year 1 to year 2.
Man, just taking chances down the field, trusting his receivers, you know what I'm saying, all spring. And the receivers ate this spring, you know. I didn't practice a lot this spring, but the receivers ate this spring, and they're going to have a huge year along with Jaden Nussmeier, too. So I feel like the quarterback room is great and arguably the best one in the country.
Big defensive back recruit commitment yesterday. I don't know how much you keep up with this, but a big 4-star Kai Bates out of Florida commits to LSU. How much are you a part of, recruiting visits when these guys come in? How much are you really kind of telling the youngsters who are coming up about the experience of not only playing here but playing in the league?
It's fire, you know what I'm saying? I got to go to the Bayou Splash tomorrow to help out, just be there around there. Just showing them, they got players that's going to help you and tell you, what's good, what's not, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's a part of me trying to leave a legacy at LSU to help out with the future, whether it's they play with me or not.
Another New Orleanian transferred in this year. It was good to get Aaron Anderson back on the roster. What do you know about the Carr native and what's it been like kind of having him around?
You know what I'm saying? Aaron is going to be great, man. All you got to do is give Aaron a jet sweep.
Get him the ball.
Take it 60 yards down the field for a touchdown. So then see him in a return game is going to be fun. And LSU fans are going to love him.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. What does it mean for the defense to get Mason Smith back? What's it mean for everybody else?
It makes everybody else's job easier, you know what I'm saying? With him, Wingo, Hurt, Jordan Jefferson, all those guys, it's going to be crazy up in the front 7. So you know what I'm saying? But Mason is he different. He's real different.
He takes pressure off the back end, off of you, right? I mean, because he's wreaking havoc.
Yeah, most definitely. And even, not to bring up anything from last year, but even the play he got hurt, he actually caused that play to happen.
Yeah.
And make that tackle for loss. So you know what I'm saying? He's just a dominant force, and it's definitely fun to have him back.
Harold Perkins, what is your expectations from a teammate standpoint of his second year? I think the fans are, they're having Harold Perkins fever. What is the expectation in the locker room for him?
You know what I'm saying? Everybody know Perk on ball, but I just can't wait to see him show everybody that he can play in the box as well. You know what I'm saying? Not just coming off the edge and rushing. So I feel like it's gonna be fun to just see him prove everybody that, man, I could play in the box too. I'm not just a blitzer, a QB spy player. So when he shows that, he's already the best linebacker in the country, in my opinion. So once he shows that, it's just everything's gonna be complete for him.
What's your daily regimen now? Before fall camp? What are you, about a week out here from fall camp? What's the schedule like?
Really, chill. Probably I'm gonna do a weightlifting session every single day just to keep my body right, keep my weight on. Might do 1 or 2 days with little field work. Besides that, nothing much. Just chilling. I have a backpack giveaway on Saturday and down in New Orleans. I'm gonna handle that. And besides that, just chilling and get my mind right. You know what I'm saying? Block out all distractions, and it's go time.
What's it been like being home and experiencing this success?
And it's fire, man. You know what I'm saying? Just being able to play for your home state and put on, sometimes, in high school, you feel like that's your obligation to do, especially if it's a big time school like LSU. So I feel like that's your obligation, and it's fun just being able to do this. Very honored to do it. And I don't take any of it for granted.
Absolutely. And then representing Gordon and the G Squad, man, he has built an incredible team over there, and what he has done with NIL, I think, has been a blueprint for colleges across the country, and people who are looking to get into the space. What's it been like working with him?
Man, it's been fire. You know what I'm saying? And every time he adds something new, you know what I'm saying? Him and his group, adding Taylor to it, the recording guy. It just adding all that type of stuff, man. It's just getting more content out there. It's helping him, helping us within the city of Baton Rouge and all Louisiana. So I feel like Gordon's doing a great job, and I appreciate him very much.
Have you started to scout Florida State? How do you handle that? When do you start to look at game one?
All summer I've been looking at it, you know what I'm saying? But it's like I'm not focusing too much on it because obviously got fall camp to do. But I've been watching some games, just little bitty stuff like, okay, his foot up right here, he gonna go there, he gonna go there. So just little stuff like that.
Their wide receivers are legit,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Quarterback's legit.
Yeah. Doesn't make or break the season, but a huge opportunity. How do you look at that game?
It's gonna be. I look at it as a huge opportunity for us. Obviously a huge opportunity for them as well. Can't take that away from them. But honestly and truly, how I feel about it, the winner of this game is gonna be in the playoff. That's how I honestly feel about it because probably gonna be a top 10 matchup coming out the gate. Two talented teams. Sunday night. And only game on TV. Everybody's gonna want to watch that. I feel like it's a huge opportunity for us to put our name out there and like, okay, like they for real. Like you know what I'm saying. So I feel like it's gonna be fun just to see us go against them, and it's gonna be a real battle for us to do.
And if you're LSU, if you're on the team, obviously, it's such a get-back game, right? Like, there's no better motivator than revenge. Like, it feels like it means a little bit something more because of the way that last year ended in that game for y'all to come back and kind of set the record straight. Because you put yourself in a position to be able to win, and then to have it ripped away like that, it just feels like there's probably something in you that you're just missing.
Most definitely, I say revenge is probably the best word, you know what I'm saying? We play horrible, like, horrible. And we I don't want no brownie points or anything, but man, we still lost by 1 point.
And you could have, just did everything that
block. We had what was it, 2 or 3 blocks that game.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying, like, but now we just know, like, man, we can't start off flat. We can't come out slow. Just foot on the game. How we played that 4 quarters, how we need to play all 4 quarters of the game. So obviously revenge is like it's on our mind. Like, we're not going out how we.
And you'll have to feel so much more comfortable with what the team is. Like, that was Jaden Daniels' first game. He only got
Brian Kelly's first game.
Brian Kelly's first game. Like, now you feel settled in,
Yeah, most definitely. You know what I'm saying. We had a young offensive line. The offensive line was still shaking up.
Right.
Defense, nobody knew the pieces.
Harold Perkins wasn't playing.
Exactly. So you know what I'm saying. So
right.
This year, it's like we know our identity. Know what we gonna. It's time to go.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say I promise, but I think it's gonna go out in our favor, and we're gonna show everybody, like that we for real, and give us that confidence throughout the whole year.
I think these are kind of the things that go unsaid, unnoticed, and just for production standpoint, things that matter. How important is it to have the coaches back for you in year 2? There was not a lot of there was no turnover on that side of the ball. Where you got Kerry Cooks, you got Robert Steeples, you got Matt House coaching you again for a second year in a system that you were learning last year that I got to imagine you feel much more comfortable in where you are now. How important is that?
Oh, that's very important. Just knowing how your coach is going to go by his game, like how he goes about his game time routine throughout the whole week, and just knowing the defense, helping you understand the defense even more. If you know what the guy next to you got, I could do this because I know he's going to be right there. So, just learning the defense more and just really understanding, like, why are we calling this call, or why are we doing this and why are we doing that?
LSU feels like it's the hottest brand in the country right now, from women's basketball to baseball to the ESPYs to all this stuff. How cool is it to be an LSU athlete right now? Do you feel all of that?
Oh, man, it's fire, you know what I'm saying? And then if we live up to our expectations, man, you can't say LSU's not the best school in the country. Outside of just all of the NIL, everything, the biggest brand and stuff like that. It's just going to keep going higher and higher and higher.
A lot of love for you in our chat, man. A lot of people are thankful that you are back for a senior season and really looking forward to watching you play and watching you guys go out there this year and take care of business. Y'all got a great squad. You know it's going to be 100,000 strong every Saturday when y'all are out there. So have a great senior season, man. Stay healthy.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
You got it. Greg Brooks representing the G Squad and Gordon McKernan this morning. Shout out to Gordon for always helping us out, putting these great interviews together. It's great to see Greg right before he reports to fall camp and gets ready for his senior season on a team, like he said, feels like it's going to be top 5 in America going into week 1 in a showdown versus Florida State. So it's great to hear from him. We'll be back with more of the show right after this, as it's always built by R&B Builders.